D-Wave is moving from experimental quantum research and into high-stakes operational environments, and that shift could completely change how investors view the company. Hear me out here. For years, quantum computing has looked like a distant technology, impressive in a lab, but not necessarily useful in everyday business. And D-Wave is trying to break that perception by putting its systems to work across manufacturing, logistics, telecommunications, retail, defense, and even government. The bigger catalyst, though, may be its hybrid framework, which combines classical and quantum computing. Companies don't have to replace their existing systems. They can just add quantum capabilities where they create the most value. And now, D-Wave is pushing beyond optimization and into scientific simulation. And this is opening opportunities in material science, medical imaging, pharma, electronics, and even defense. Well, in this video, you're going to learn what's driving D-Wave's commercial progress, why its hybrid strategy could accelerate enterprise adoption, and how its expansion into scientific simulation could affect the stock over the next decade. But before we begin, if you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Rick Orford. I'm a Wall Street Journal best-selling author, been trading since 1999, and no, I'm not a financial advisor. But that's a good thing, because I'm right here with you, breaking down the numbers so retail traders like us can make smarter, more confident decisions with our money. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. And you all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by almost 6 times. Go to fool.com/RickO to get your 10 stock picks right now. Okay, so D-Wave is one of the world's leading quantum computing companies. It's best known for pioneering quantum annealing. This is a type of quantum computing that's designed to solve complex optimization problems. Think about schedules, delivery routes, workforce planning, factory operations, and supply chains. These are all areas where a business may actually need to evaluate an enormous amount of possible outcomes before finding the best one. D-Wave develops the quantum hardware, cloud software, and professional services that's needed to solve these problems. And its revenue comes from 3 main sources: access to quantum computing through its Leap cloud platform, sales of on-premise quantum systems, and professional services that help customers build and deploy quantum applications. Now, today the customer reports more than 135 customers, and that includes over 70 commercial organizations, and more than 24 are Forbes Global 2000 companies across manufacturing, logistics, financial services, defense, and government. That customer base matters because D-Wave is no longer trying to prove that quantum computing works only inside a controlled research environment. It's trying to prove that businesses can use it in daily operations where time, cost, and execution matter. Now, D-Wave says it's the only quantum computing company today that offers both quantum annealing and gate model systems, together with the software and services that are needed to build and run quantum applications. Annealing is mostly used for optimization, and gate model systems are designed to solve a wider range of problems by manipulating qubits through a sequence of operations. The important point here is that D-Wave isn't betting on one single approach. It's building a broader platform that can support very different types of workloads as the quantum market develops. Now, D-Wave was recently recognized as a leader in the IDC MarketScape Worldwide Quantum Computing 2026 Vendor Assessment. That's a mouthful. But according to that assessment, the company stands out in 3 main areas: commercial deployment, ease of enterprise adoption, and expansion beyond optimization. Now, customers have submitted more than 200 million problems to D-Wave's quantum systems, and usage of its Advantage 2 quantum computer increased 314% year over year, while usage of its Stride hybrid solver grew 114% over 6 months as of early 2026. These aren't just experiments. D-Wave has highlighted production scheduling for Ford Otosan, network optimization for NTT Docomo, and workforce scheduling for Pattison Food Group. That's the kind of progress that investors have been waiting to see. Manufacturing and logistics are high-stakes environments. A weak solution can create delays, raise costs, and disrupt operations. But before I go any further, I do want to give a shout out to my community. It's one of the fastest growing investing communities right here on YouTube, where members just like you talk about specific companies, what they're doing, and even options trading strategies. Best part is it's completely free to join. Just scan the QR code right here on the screen or check for the link and click it in the description. Now, going back, D-Wave's second major strength is how it's lowering the barriers to enterprise adoption. The company's built an ecosystem around its Leap Cloud platform, Ocean Software Development Kit, Stride Hybrid Solver, and Leap Quantum Launchpad. This is its onboarding program, and of course, training resources. Organizations can tackle optimization problems involving up to 2 million variables without needing any deep quantum programming expertise, so that's good. And D-Wave's onboarding process is designed to help customers move from initial testing to full production deployment. And most enterprises already have large investments in classical computing. They're not going to rip them out and throw them away just to experiment with quantum technology. No. D-Wave's hybrid approach allows these classical systems to handle the parts of a problem that they're good at, while the quantum systems work on those scenarios and sections where they can provide a meaningful advantage. And that model could make adoption far more practical. Instead of asking businesses to choose between classical and quantum computing, D-Wave is just giving them a way to use both. But the next part of D-Wave's story may actually be even more important because it expands the company's addressable market. The company has published research involving magnetic material simulation and quantum dynamics. That work suggests that quantum annealing may be useful in material science, in electronics, medical imaging, and physical systems modeling. And optimization is already a significant market, but scientific simulation could actually open another layer of demand. Instead of only helping a business schedule workers, for example, or optimize a supply chain, D-Wave could help researchers model complex physical systems that are just too difficult for classical computers to simulate efficiently. And D-Wave may no longer even be viewed as just an optimization company. One day it could become a broader quantum platform that supports operational workloads, enterprise software, and even scientific research. Of course, the opportunity is very exciting, but the risks are just as real. At first glance, D-Wave's headline numbers looked excellent. Bookings increased more than 1,120% year over year to $35.5 million, while remaining performance obligations also surged. Now, a large portion of those bookings came from a $20 million system sale to Florida Atlantic University that was booked earlier this year. In the second quarter, new bookings were only about $2.1 million. The backlog is encouraging, but recurring commercial demand still needs to be proven. Now, one large transaction can make annual growth look incredible at this stage, but investors, they want to see a steady stream of contracts across multiple customers and industries. Right now, D-Wave trades at a market cap of around $7 billion, despite generating only a few $1 million in quarterly revenue. At that valuation, investors aren't buying the company based on today's business. They're pricing in the possibility that D-Wave becomes one of the long-term leaders in quantum computing. Now, around the same time, IonQ, a competitor, reported stronger revenue growth and raised its guidance. D-Wave, on the other hand, missed revenue estimates despite reporting excellent bookings. Over the last 52 weeks, the stock has traded between $13 and $43, and during that period, the stock has returned 17% to investors. D-Wave also reported revenue of $3.1 million, compared with $4 million expected, which was actually a 24% miss. Earnings per share came in at negative 13 cents, compared with an expected range of between negative 8 and negative 10 cents. Operating expenses also increased as the company invested more heavily in product development and go-to-market initiatives. Now, for a company that's trading at hundreds of times sales, investors expect nearly flawless execution. A 24% revenue miss is more than enough to trigger a large sell-off. Now, if you've been watching D-Wave stock but think right now just too expensive, but maybe you'd rather own it 15 or 20% below where it's trading today, well, if that's the case, check this video up here, because I talk about how you can sell a put option on a stock you want to own, and you get paid to wait for it to potentially come down to your price. And if it comes down to your price, you get to buy the shares, but you got paid to buy them as well. Now, going back, D-Wave currently trades at more than 328 times sales. So investors are willing to pay more than $328 for every dollar of revenue that D-Wave generates. Compare that with IonQ, which trades at more than 119 times sales, which means D-Wave carries a very steep premium compared to one of its key competitors. D-Wave also has a 60-month beta of 2.2. That means historically, the shares have been 2.2 times more volatile than the broader market. So the market may be focusing on bookings instead of recognized revenue. Bookings reached 35.5 million, up more than 1,100% year over year. And management argues this reflects accelerating demand before revenue is formally recognized. Investors may also believe that quantum computing will become a winner-take-most industry, similar to how a small number of companies currently dominate cloud computing. If D-Wave captures even a modest share of the future quantum market that's worth hundreds of billions of dollars, well, today's small revenue base could eventually look almost irrelevant. A premium valuation can work when execution is strong, adoption is accelerating, and expectations keep rising. But it becomes dangerous when revenue misses, when bookings fluctuate, or when competitors begin to show some better commercial momentum. Now, the consensus among 16 Wall Street analysts, they rate the stock a strong buy, and that rating is held over the last 3 months. And the average score is near perfect, one of the best in class, 4.81 out of 5, which has actually increased over the same period. And the target prices, well, they suggest there's between 88 and 132% upside over the next year. So D-Wave has been recognized as a leader in the Worldwide Quantum Computing 2026 vendor assessment. It has real-world deployments across logistics, manufacturing, and defense. The company is making quantum computing easier for enterprises to adopt through its cloud platform, through software, hybrid solver, and even onboarding resources. And it's expanding beyond optimization into scientific computing, which could create opportunities down the line in pharma, material science, and even defense. And all of this gives investors 3 potential catalysts: deeper commercial deployment, broader enterprise adoption, and a much larger addressable market. D-Wave's valuation today, of course, leaves almost no room for execution errors. Its quarterly revenue is still small, embryonic by some means. Bookings can be uneven, and competitors may deliver strong or stronger near-term growth. As the latest earnings reaction showed, even one disappointing quarter can have a massive impact on the stock itself. So D-Wave doesn't just need to grow. It needs to execute exceptionally well, convert bookings into revenue, and keep proving that its technology belongs in real operating environments. So if you believe D-Wave can become one of the dominant players in quantum computing over the next decade, today's price would look insignificant compared with the company's long-term potential. But if you're more concerned, let's say, about the valuation, inconsistent demand, and maybe even the possibility of further earnings misses, then maybe waiting for a cheaper entry price may be the better decision. But now, I want to turn it over to you. Do you think D-Wave's move into real enterprise operations prove that quantum computing is finally becoming commercially mature? Or is the market just getting a little ahead of itself? But before I go, did I get any of this right? Did I forget something? Let me know all of that and more in the comments below. And while you're there, if you found the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe because it really does help others find the video. It supports the channel and it makes sure that you don't miss out on my next deep dive. Well, that's it for me today in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again here on YouTube or in my community. Bye for now.